The market for solar energy companies is entering a new discovery environment. Residential buyers are asking AI systems which providers to compare, which companies are worth a quote, and which brands make sense for pricing, financing, and installation decisions. That means AI platforms are starting to act like shortlist builders before the buyer ever reaches a website, review page, or sales form. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The June 2026 public benchmark for solar energy companies looked at 1,061 observations across 6 major AI platforms: ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Google AI Mode, Google AI Overviews, and Perplexity. The pattern is clear. AI systems are concentrating buyer attention around a small group of providers. Sunrun leads the category with the highest valid recommendation coverage and the highest rank 1 rate. Blue Raven Solar and SunPower form a strong challenger tier. Palmetto Solar and Momentum Solar have meaningful recommendation coverage but weaker first choice positioning. Then there is Tesla Solar, which is the most important warning signal in the benchmark. Tesla Solar appears in 19.1% of observations, so on a basic visibility dashboard it might look like the brand is doing reasonably well, but its rank 1 rate is only 0.6% and its average rank is weaker than the other major providers with meaningful presence. That gap matters. AI systems may recognize the brand, include it in a response, and still avoid advancing it as the best choice. For executives, this is the core distinction. A mention can create the appearance of category presence. A ranked recommendation is closer to commercial influence. In this benchmark, Sunrun converts visibility into shortlist power. Tesla Solar shows the opposite pattern: high awareness, weak recommendation conversion. The benchmark breaks the public data into 3 high-intent clusters. The first is consideration: best solar panels and home solar companies. This is where buyers form their first competitive set. The second is evaluation: solar company comparisons and alternatives. This is where buyers decide which providers deserve serious comparison. The third is decision: solar pricing, costs, and financing. This cluster carries the highest modeled opportunity value because these buyers are closer to requesting quotes or making a purchase decision. For solar energy companies, the decision stage cluster is especially important. Sunrun leads there with strong top 3 placement and rank 1 performance. SunPower, Momentum Solar, and Blue Raven Solar also show strength, but none match Sunrun's consistency. If a brand is absent or weak in pricing and financing prompts, it may be missing the highest value AI interaction in the buyer journey. The benchmark points to a practical reason recommendation power is concentrating. AI platforms build answers from public evidence. They need sources they can retrieve, compare, trust, and repeat. In this category, the stronger brands tend to have more complete evidence layers: review platform presence, comparison content, pricing transparency, official brand information, clear service area data, and positive discussion across consumer sources. Sunrun appears to benefit from that evidence architecture at scale. Blue Raven Solar and SunPower have strong supporting layers as well, though less consistently across platforms. Tesla Solar has broad recognition, but the benchmark suggests weaker supporting comparison and review evidence for ranked recommendations. Recognition gets the brand into the conversation. Evidence architecture helps determine whether the brand earns recommendation credit. This is where simple AI visibility reporting can mislead leadership teams. A brand can appear across AI responses and still lose the actual buying moments. The commercial risk sits in recommendation position, top 3 placement, and rank 1 share. Sunnova and Elevation show the extreme version of this risk with very limited presence and little to no valid recommendation strength in the public benchmark. Trinity Solar and Freedom Forever appear in responses but rarely earn shortlist placement. For operators, the lesson is direct. AI discovery rewards public evidence that supports a confident recommendation. Review depth, comparison visibility, pricing clarity, service area structure, and entity consistency are now part of category competition. The leadership takeaway is that AI discovery is already shaping the market for solar energy companies. The brands that win are the ones AI systems can confidently place into shortlists when buyers ask for help deciding. Broad visibility still matters, but the real commercial question is whether the brand is selected in high-intent prompts, especially comparison and pricing moments. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.